You know how when you're making art, you get so preoccupied with your thinking and wondering if people who look at it are going to see it. And I used to be so preoccupied with this, that I'm putting all this thought into it, and I have all this meaning and all this important stuff, and it's really true for me. And I always wondered, are other people even going to see this, and are they going to have the experience? And I used to worry about it. So I thought I would tell you this little story because it really taught me a lot about this. Basically, spoiler alert, that a lot of people aren't going to even see what you see. Everyone's got their own experience, and it doesn't really matter. They're just not going to get all that you put into it, but they will make up their own stories. And I think that in a way that's kind of cool, right? But all that's really important, I guess, is that you make what you love and then hope for the best once it leaves your hands, leaves your studio. But I learned this in a rather hilarious way. I had my first art show was in this gallery in San Francisco, and I was so excited and so nervous, and I made all this work, and they were all really small paintings. And my work back then was more symbolic, and it was pretty varied. But I had this one picture that I made. I really loved it, and it was a bit heavy-handed. But I had this idea of like I'm like this savage, kind of in on this journey, and there's this zebra in the woods, and I wanted it to look like a zebra. I loved animals, but I wanted it to look really mysterious. But then the mythic, symbolic, soulful person identity of me is on the back of this, and so I made this really cool image. But you just look at it from across the room, it looks like a zebra, and then in the shadows, there's actually somebody riding it. I can't remember now all the points of it, but at the time it seemed really important. Anyway, I get a call from this gallery owner, and it was this elderly woman, and she was kind of gruff with me, but she says, we want to know, we have a collector here, and I'm just like, oh my God, I'm going to sell my first painting. I was so excited. And she says, we have a collector here, and she loves the zebra painting. But she has a question for you. She wants to know if the creature on the back of the zebra is a monkey, because she only collects art with monkeys in it, and I'm like, it's not a monkey, it's me, but I'm like, it's a monkey. I said, I didn't even hesitate. And I sold it. I was so happy to sell it. But this lady's walking around the world only buying things with monkeys. She thinks that the portrait of me was a monkey. And I'm like, go with it, But it was a powerful lesson in that you can't really control what's going on in the outside world. And the safe bet is just love what you're doing, stay in it, talk about it all the time. But once it leaves the studio, it's kind of out of your hands. I don't know, you guys. I don't know if anyone else out there has struggled with this, but I'd be curious to know your thoughts about it. But it's a complicated thing to make something and put it out in the world and have everyone react to it. It's a layer of complexity. Anyway, this week on the podcast, we have amazing interview. I think this might be one of the best interviews I've ever done. It was so connecting. It was so cool. It happened to be Martha Beck, one of the world's best known life coaches. She's an artist. She's been featured on Oprah's Book of the Month. She's got like 10 best-selling books, nonfiction books. She's got an amazing book coming out in the new year on anxiety and its connection to creativity. But it turns out that what she teaches and what she's after and how she coaches relates it's very, very similar to what we're doing at Art to Life. And it was so cool to talk to her. So I really encourage you to listen to her. She's brilliant and really give some amazing information around how to address anxiety using creativity, but also how to find one's purpose. So anyway, it's an awesome conversation. I'm super proud of it. Click on the link below, check that out. That's coming out on Wednesday. And thanks so much for being here. And I'm really excited to listen to your comments about, or read your comments about this this challenge about your art going out in the world. Thanks everyone for being here. I appreciate it so much. Hey everyone, if you found this helpful, I have a whole lot more to teach, share, and inspire you with every single week. So join the Art to Life YouTube channel by clicking the subscribe button below. Okay, let's do this. Awesome.